So my video cut off, so we're just gonna say this is volume 2. So as I was saying, nobody wants to live where they can't take care of themselves. So I've seen older people commit suicide because they were gonna lose all of their independence, and they couldn't stand the thought of that. So that's something, and you could recognize it in somebody. Sometimes you'll go to a house and they don't want to go to the hospital, even though they may be having a true medical emergency, or maybe they're a UTI or something, but they're so afraid that if they go to the hospital, either their family or the doctor will say that they can't live by themselves anymore, then they'll lose that independence. So please recognize that. Please be sympathetic of that, and keep that in mind. Suicide. I'm gonna make this quick, but I will say this: if you have any questions or you want to know more, talk to me about it. I'm here studying about it a lot. I don't want to say I love psychiatric stuff, but it is one of the things that I am very interested in studying about. But so oh, that would be my dog. Walked in the room. He's nice. But suicide amongst EMS and fire and law enforcement, it's very high. We see horrible things. We go through horrible things. Sometimes we can't get those things out of our mind. Other people go through that too. Maybe it's childhood trauma. Maybe they saw their best friend die. Maybe their parent died, somebody that was close to them. When you can't get that stuff out of your head, it puts you in a dark place. I'm speaking from experience. It puts you in a place where you feel like nobody can understand. And you may have the best support system in the entire world, like I do, but you may feel like I'll just say, you or the patient, that person that's in that crisis right then, they may feel like that is the only way out. They don't want to suffer anymore. They don't want their family to see them suffer anymore. They don't want their kids to remember them as somebody who was depressed and emotionally unstable and just unstable in general. They don't want that, so they want it to end. Most of the time, I'm going to say 90% of the time, somebody will give a clue prior to getting to that point that they're spiraling downhill. I think it's just human nature as like a call for help. And it may be a subtle sign. Maybe it's not going and doing the things that they used to do anymore, not wanting to eat, not finding joy. Or maybe it's covering their hurt with a lot of humor. Or maybe it's being so busy that they don't take care of themselves. Try to look for it in yourself, in others, and in patients. There's Bear. But, and again, this is a tough subject for me, but I want you guys to take it serious and to realize that it is a common thing. It is not uncommon. And if you feel yourself getting down, reach out. You may feel alone, but you're not. Last thing I'm going to leave you with, so I can get off that subject, is please look for medical emergencies. Check a glucose. Is there head trauma? Is there postictal seizures? There's lots of stuff in the book you can read about, but don't just think that this is a behavioral thing. So if you need resources, please let me know. I will give you hotline numbers. I'll give you, anything that you want. That's all I have. I'm sorry that the second video is so short. But it is what it is. You guys are doing great. Just remember, as you're coming up on clinicals and you're also, getting into the test, doing homework, doing your home life, I want you to remember that you cannot pour from an empty glass. Make sure that you are taking, and you can tell your patients this too. This is for everybody. Do something that relieves you. Take a day trip to the beach. That's what I've been doing lately. Do exercise. Take up painting.
And you can get a hug.
Yep, and Bear says you could always give a hug. We use that a lot. We hug and kiss and tell each other that we love each other. But find a way to decompress. Yoga, aromatherapy. There's even this thing in Charlotte where like there's this thing in Charlotte where you can go, and I'm totally gonna do it, by the way. You can go beat things up. You pay like $50 and you beat a car and you beat dishes and you don't have to clean it up. You could, it's a little good therapy. Totally get into it. But make sure to take time out to fill your own glass, because you can't help others if you can't help yourself. Like, and I know that's just how caregivers are. They want, as for me, seeing other people happy, making other people happy is what makes me happy. But I have to constantly tell myself, like, I need to take time to decompress. Look, I went and got my nails done today, which is something I don't ever do, and I love the sparkly nail, but I knew that I had to take time, like, for myself, because I've been sick, and I've been, let me tell you, like, sleeping 18 hours a day for the last 4 or 5 days. But thank God I am now, you know, I had a quick flash of a fever, but it's gone. I tested negative for Rona, all sinus stuff, but I was feeling myself just tense and run down, and that's part of the reason you get sick. When you run down, your body is more susceptible to get sick. So remember that. Take lots of vitamin zinc and go to the vitamin C. But just remember, you can't pour from an empty glass. All right. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. All right. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work.